How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back with another Through the Mail Monday. Our first return coming to us from Odessa, Florida. Bit of a return address on this envelope from somebody. We've got a blank index card. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. All right. Nothing on that index card. Let's pull these out. And we have Dave Cash. Now, Dave Cash signs through Past Pros. $7 a piece. Not too bad. I got my 74 tops signed for my set. And, of course, I threw in a 72 tops as well because those cards are awesome. 12-year pro. Started off with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Was kind of blocked at second base by Bill Mazeroski and Rennie Stannett. And, of course, Willie Randolph came along. And they finally dumped him off to the Phillies for Ken Brett. And he was really part of that Phillies resurgence there in the mid to late 70s, which culminated into a 1980 World Series championship. Of course, he wasn't there at that time. But the 3 years he played in Philly, he got MVP votes all 3 years and, of course, was an All-Star all 3 years. So really good memories for probably Philly fans of Dave Cash. Returned very quickly, $7, not too extraordinarily expensive to get these two cards signed, and they came out great. Thank you, Mr. Cash. On to the next. All right, gang, return number 2 coming to us from Florida. Fort Myers, to be exact, from Bert Blyleven, Hall of Fame pitcher, 2011 inductee. 22-year career, 11 of those years with the Twins during 2 different stints. And, of course, 2-time World Series champion, once with the Pirates and once with the Twins in 87. Let's carefully open this. He signs for 20 a pop. And his cards span my entire set collection, 74, 84, and 87, 89. So I had to get a lot of cards signed. Plus, he had a traded card in there as well. Nice little note for him. Thank you, Chris. Happy New Year. Stay safe. And there you go. 74 tops. Bert Blyleven signed very nicely. 87 tops. Tiffany right there also signed nicely. These cards were put into top loaders by Bert. So that was nice of him. But he put 2 in each one. So let me dig these out real quick. Spent 5 years with the Cleveland Indians. 2-time All-Star. Born in the Netherlands. He did not know his real name until he got married and had to track down his birth certificate, and it is quite the name. I couldn't pronounce it if I tried. There they are, all 4 returned nicely from Blyleven rather quickly. And each one of those goes into my sets. I guess there's not a traded card in there. So there's 87 tops, 84 tops, 89 upper deck, and 74 tops signed very nicely by Bert. Super cool returns from him. Let's move on to the next return. Return number 3 of 5 comes to us from North Texas, Texas. And we've got a bunch of cards. We've got John Briscoe. John Briscoe, 6 years in the bigs. Each and every single one of those years with the A's. 100 total games he appeared in. There's a Topps Gold. There's a Flair. Beautiful cards in the 90s. There's a CyberStats car from Topps. CyberStats 94 season was interrupted by the strike and never completed. So what Topps did was made a set where they used a computer-generated model to figure out what these guys would have had for stats if the season would have continued through August 11th till the end of that year. So that's what the CyberStats cards were, and they're nice and shiny. Very cool-looking cards, even if the stats are kind of sort of a gimmick that I don't know how many people paid too much attention to, but the cards look nice and they look better signed. So there you go, guys. John Briscoe, decent signer. Lots of cool cards out there during those 6 years he played, and that is it for him. Let's move on to our next return. Return numero 4 comes to us from Montgomery, Alabama. And our return is going to be of Mackey Sasser. 9 years in the bigs. 5 of those years with my beloved Mets as mostly a backup for Gary Carter. Although he got full-time play in 1990. There's a nice Topps Gold. 90 Topps right there. Signed very nicely. All Met cards. 91 Upper Deck as well. 89 Upper Deck. Inscribed The Hacker for my set. That looks super nice. Not sure why he was the Hacker. 9 years in bigs. He only had about 100 strikeouts. Although he did play in part-time role. So maybe that is a lot of strikeouts for his at-bats. I don't know. About 16 career home runs. He had problems throwing back to the pitcher. He used to cock his arm 3, 4, 5 times, or his wrist, I guess, before he would throw it back to the pitcher. So he had a bit of the problems with the yips, as they're called. Had no problem throwing to second base on stolen bases or anything like that. So pretty weird. It started happening after Jim Presley ran him over in, I think, 90. And after that, he had this issue. Went to see a sports psychologist in the early 2000s who cured him of this. And of course, he saw psychologists and stuff while he was playing that could not get him over the hump as far as his problem with the yips. But he was the head coach at his alma mater, Wallace Community College in Dothan, Alabama. And of course, as the manager, you throw a batting practice. And he could not throw batting practice. So that's when he went and got the help, and now he can throw batting practice. So good on ya, Mackey Sasser, for overcoming your issues. And thank you very much for being a gracious TTM signer. I really appreciate it. On to the next. Okay, gang, final return of the day comes to us from Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks again, guys, for joining me on this Through the Mail Monday. Please hit that subscribe button. I do this every single Monday. And our final return is going to be of Dan Graham. Dan Graham came up with the Twins as a third baseman. Ended up on the Orioles as a catcher. Split a lot of time with Rick Dempsey. His productivity dropped off the face of the earth in about 1981. And he was soon out of the bigs after that. So 3 years in the bigs, 143 total games. Try to get this card signed by a couple more people. We'll see how that works out. Stay tuned for that. And there you have it, guys. His info. Good signer, Dan Graham. Thank you very much for those 2 signed cards. They look wonderful. And that'll do it, guys. Put another Through the Mail Monday in the books. There they all. Look at all those beautiful signed cards. If you guys liked the video, give it a good old thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this week's returns. And of course, as always, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. It's right there on the screen in the bottom right. Tiny little emoticon that it is. Click on that and you will be subscribed. Every single Monday I put out these videos. Have done so for the last 104 weeks. And love doing it. We'll keep doing it till the end of time. So thanks, guys. As always, a few more video ideas coming out later on in the week. Hope you stay tuned and check those out. As far as that is concerned, hope everyone has a super fantastic week. The days are getting a little longer. It was like 4:30 and getting dark a few weeks ago, and now it's like 4:56 and it's getting dark. So I'm about over this this weather here in the beautiful Willamette Valley. Very foggy, very rainy. It is what it is. Signed up for this. I should have known what I was getting into. I knew what I was getting into. I'm dealing with it as best I can. But after a year like 2020, sort of gloomy, and need some nice sunshine to lift up my spirits and keep on going. And yeah, that's it, guys. Shout out to Russell, 2 S's, 2 L's. Shout out to my mom and dad who have discovered I have a YouTube channel and are now watching me every Monday from the comfort of their home. That's a little weird. Not that weird. Kind of weird. But there you have it, guys. Dan Graham, Mackey Sasser, Dave Cash, Bert Blyleven, John Briscoe. Nice returns from all those friends of the channel today. And that's it, guys. Gonna get out of here. Go do something productive, and peace out. Thanks for watching. See ya.